Hello everyone, I'm Zainab Yavaş, and today I'm going to talk about the digital literacy, what it is, why it matters in language teaching, and how we can integrate it into our lessons through simple tasks. I also treat you as my learners at one point and involve you in a small activity. I prepared a small activity for you about the digital literacy. As introduction part, today's learners grow up in a world shaped by digital tools. As teachers, we must help them navigate information, communication, and creation in digital spaces. Our aim should be to define digital literacy, give examples, and design a practical task suitable for an ALT classroom. Uh, uh, Especially in my presentations, aim is very simple today to define what digital literacy is, to show some practical examples, and finally to demonstrate a small classroom task designed for an ELT setting. Okay, let's begin with the definition. Digital literacy is generally defined as the ability to access, evaluate, create, and communicate information using digital technologies. Gilster, one of the first researchers who used this term, explains digital literacy as the ability to understand and to use information to in multiple formats from digital sources. And according to Gilster, digital literacy is the ability to understand and use information in multiple formats from a wide range of digital sources. Later, NG expanded this definition and introduced three dimensions. First of all, these dimensions is technical skills. For example, using devices, platforms. So it means knowing how to use digital tools and platforms. And second one is cognitive skills. Its examples are evaluating information and critical thinking. And social emotional skills is our last dimension. And it's about behaving ethically and responsibly online. Ethical use, responsible behaviors. So digital literacy isn't only about using technology. It's a much broader competence that includes critical thinking and responsible behavior. And why is digital literacy important in language teaching? Digital literacy is strongly connected to language teaching for several reasons. There's so much reason to use digital literacy and to have the digital literacy. Researchers by Low et al. I don't know how this pronounce it correctly, but I pronounce like that. It shows that digital skills are necessary for global communication. Our students need them to access information and interact uh, inter internationally. Because, yes, we know in the world, everyone use digital platforms, digital applications, and we should know how how um, we utilize them correctly and fruitfully. And Hockley highlights that digital tools support engagement and provide authentic language input. This means students are exposed to real life language use. And according to frameworks like we know we can see Partnership for 21st Century Skills, P21. Digital literacy is considered a key 21st century skill, just as important as communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. And finally, Lecture and Knobel emphasize that evaluating online information improves reading comprehension, which is extremely relevant in ELT classrooms. We know all of us, all of us in ELT course, we use so much reading text, and we need some reading comprehensions, and digital literacy provides us to this comprehension reading tasks and critical thinking, and evaluated them. And now let's look at the examples of the three main digital literacy types in practice. First one is technical digital literacy. In technical digital literacy, students using, for example, Google Docs to collaborate or join in online classes like Zoom or Teams, like I use it right now, and using tools like Kahoot, Quizzes, Wordwall. We use this application in our practicum, and we need them actually in today's world. And second one is cognitive digital literacy. In cognitive digital literacy, identifying reliable sources, um, comparing different websites to check credibility, and using IA tools critically, not believing everything in AI, checking accuracy. Yes, for example, ChatGPT provides us so much information, but we shouldn't believe it totally. We should check the answer's accuracy. It's important for us. And the third one is social and ethical digital literacy. In there, understanding digital footprints, communicating respectfully online, using content legally, and understanding Creative Commons. As teacher, we should create learning environments where all three are supported. And teacher role in promoting digital role. Our role as teacher is crucial. Helps reminds us that teachers act as facilitators, guiding students through both technical skills and critical evaluation. And we also need to model ethical digital behavior, because students often imitate what they see, what we do. They're copying to us in terms of maybe using digital platforms and applications. And of course, digital literacy can be integrated into all four language skills. For example, online reading in terms of scanning, skimming, evaluating, and digital writing in terms of blogs, comments, collaborative writing, and listening, podcast, video analysis, and the last one in speaking, for example, video discussions, digital presentations. So digital literacy is something we can embed in almost any lesson. And now I like to move on a simple practical task. I prepared a task. I tell it simply right now because we cannot do it by Zoom and without any students to follow me. Uh, I will tell my friends in presentation. Imagine I'm your teacher and you're my students. Here your instructions. Work in pairs. Look at the two website screenshots. I prepared them for you. And read quickly only the general idea, not specifically, just general idea. Then check the clues, other names, date, layout, uh, references, and tone. Then decide which websites is more reliable. Write 3 sentences explaining your choice. And finally, we will share answers as a class. My aim in this practice, the focus is on cognitive digital literacy. Students learn how to evaluate the credibility of online information. You can see the screenshots I use. And to sum up, digital literacy is essential 21st century skill. It goes far beyond technological use. Students need cognitive and social emotional skills as well. As ELT teachers, we are responsible for helping learners become safe, critical, and creative digital users. And the classroom task I showed demonstrates how easily digital literacy can be integrated even into basic lessons. And thanks for listening. This is my references. Thank you for listening.